welcome to another segment of Tony's show. Today, I'm a little late, sorry, yesterday was one of those days where, you're swimming up a stream, felt like a trout, a salmon. Those salmons are, trying to swim upstream so they can spawn. I'm not trying to spawn, please don't misinterpret that. My spawning days are done. I am not bringing any more life into this shithole to be turned into a slave to wear a mask to serve Moloch. Those days are done. But it was one of those days that no matter what you did, you just couldn't get caught up. I'm about 160 emails behind now. It's like, holy jumping. Anyway, I'm talking about current events going on now. Well, not current, but events going on as well in Canada. There'll be a post there with the lawsuit that is being expressed in Ontario and the federal government. You may want to take a look at that. If you're living in other countries and you're listening to the program, you may want to use this as a guideline to sue the living shit out of your governments and put things back into perspective. We are in an uphill battle, and the biggest part of the uphill battle is the COVIDiots. The COVIDiots, people that actually believe in the COVID and are idiots. COVIDiots. These are COVIDiots. Situation happened to my son yesterday. He was downtown in Windsor, Ontario, down on Goyou, and there's a Tim Hortons there. And he had a visor on, and the guy wouldn't serve him because he had the visor. So my son then spit in the visor and said, "Oh, look, it works, it blocks." Anyway, he's going back down there today, and he's going to raise some shit about something there. I'm not sure what he's going to do, but the point I'm trying to get across is, if you run into a COVIDiot, ask them for their name and their position in the store, and then ask to see the manager. Get the information, and then tell them that you're going to litigate against them because they're violating your human rights. In Canada, in Ontario, you have three exemptions for not wearing a mask. Health reasons. If you're got a religious belief systems, which if you're a believer in Jesus, you shouldn't be wearing a mask anyway, because the mask represents a worshiping of Baal and Moloch, and that you're following that God. So if you are a believer, you need to take the effing thing off. If you believe in a living God, a singularity, one God, there's a saying I use in the Semitic tongue I speak, Allah Wihed Mem Shihor. In other words, there's only one God, no other. If you believe that, then you don't need a mask. I've been contacted by people in Saudi Arabia. Apparently, they don't have any rights to protest. I told a guy that he needs to educate people in his area and form some kind of a movement there. It has to be done either through an underground or whatever. And you know what? We're coming to that too. This battle is going to go on until the Bill Gates and the Soros and the Zionists, the Jesuits, the Rothschilds, the Freemasons are put behind bars or eliminated from this planet. This will never cease. This battle has been waging since the dawn of man's inception. The moment we were put on this shithole, this toilet bowl of a planet, war was waged against us. And when we're looking at the things that have been done to us, our genetic code being altered, our chromosome codes being altered, it's horrendous what has been done to us over decades and millennia and centuries of events that have changed through epigenetics. And this has all been done through epigenetics. Epigenetics, for those who don't know what that means, is basically anything that you can be exposed to that can alter your genetic code. Our biometrics are not what they were or what they should have been. Our evolution has been sidetracked as a result of this exposure to epigenetics. So now the things that we should have achieved and have accomplished in our own evolution has been stunted. We have been led around in a circle to continually being led by demonic serpents, Luciferans, fallen angels, intergalactic aliens, whatever you want to call them. One and the same thing. The semantics that they've used today have created the divisions that we have. But if we actually all look at all these different semantics or the different terms that we're using, we're all saying the same thing. We're on a shithole being controlled by assholes that are destroying the planet and us with it. This is what it all boils down to. It's the same basic salt of the earth language. It's what it is. It's what it is. And we cannot continue to avoid looking at this. The COVIDiots that we got running around today don't even know they're being led by their noses. And like I said, I was talking about the kooks in Kingsville giving up their Bibles. I mean, you got to be kidding me. In these times, and in this, the events that are happening and coming down, you're going to need God more than you've ever needed God. God doesn't need us. He loves us and he cares for us, and he sent his son so that he could die and be raised from the dead for us. I mean, nobody comes out, nobody leaves their throne to take a beating that he took on our behalf. So he's there to again, gave us the door to go through. But if you're so eager, ready to throw away his word, you know what? You're foobarred. End of story. I'm not going to mince words here. You're foobarred. You're done. You're done like dinner. When it comes to the fiery pit and when it comes to the lake of fire, you'll be joining your gods. You'll be joining these demons. You'll be joining these fallen angels. You'll be joining these aliens. You'll be joining them, having your genitals barbecued. It'll be a hot time, I'll tell you. And you'll be a part of that. You'll be part of that. And I'm not one to cause a fear-mongering thing about hell, but you know what? You will be part of that. If you actually read what it says in the book about how all these demons will be thrown in a lake of fire, and if you've ever read the book of Enoch, when Enoch was approached the Lord of hosts, which was Jesus, you'll see that he says that there are special places in hell for these demons and for these fallen angels, for what they've done to the planet. Guess what? You'll be with them. Congratulations. Not too bright. So anyway, I'm not one of those guys I'm not one of those turn or burn guys. I'm just specifying the facts. If you follow whatever path, for lack of better words, because that's a real stupid thing, but whatever path you're following has a repercussion to it. There's repercussions to even following Christ. The fact is, you may have to stand up for your beliefs. You may be mocked. You may be whatever, put down as a whatever. Hold your ground. Just hold your ground. Don't let these COVIDiots, sway you. Hold your ground. Matter of fact, you should be telling them, take off the mask. Are you an idiot? Are you a COVIDiot? Take off the mask. You don't need the mask. I always say, if you can smell your own shit, you can't, with the mask on, guess what? It's not working. It's that simple. That's simple. You fart and shit comes out, not shit, but the smell of shit comes out, and you can smell that through your mask. Guess what? It don't work. That's simple. Might be crude, salt of the earth language, but you know what? You need to hear it that way. Because, sobriety and awareness and observation skills obviously don't work. Most of you got to be told. Just if you can smell your own shit through a mask, it doesn't work. You got to be told that way up here, obviously. And you know what? I'm telling it to you that way, so you get it. So there's no excuse now. Okay, I am talking down at your level. Your level. This is your level of mentality. Because obviously, if someone tries to talk to you on an intellectual level or a level of common sense, that you don't hear. Which is okay, I get that. I grew up in the ghetto, so I understand the linguistics that are required to get through these people in certain environments. I do get it. Down in the South, you got to talk like a Southerner.
Sorry everybody, if I let this play any longer, it's gonna go into a commercial. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description for this, and you can watch the rest there. Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening and have a staying as safe as safe as you can. Take care.